Actually, I was starting to think right after I cut that video that I might want to end the recording session, but the fact that I'd already cut that video and couldn't just say that. I mean, not that it matters, because this isn't being streamed live. Well, whatever. Let me just look at some stuff. How many videos have I made in this recording session? Okay, so this is, the fourth video of this game.
Why are you talking to you?
Uru created 3 QR video, nirvanA trial, and nirvanA X. The QR video was
The QR code on that was a link to the video, right?
right. So it was first made public 6 years ago, on February 10th. The motive was
There were stories about people who went missing after watching the video, but
it was actually the second video that caused people to go missing, the nirvanA trial. It was uploaded on February 9th.
Back when Uru was still alive.
But what for?
I think it was a beta version of nirvanA X, the third video, for testing purposes for the main event.
Testing?
There was a code, like BATS 490 in the nirvanA trial video. That code led to the Eastern Cathedral. The coordinates led to the staircase.
yeah, but that door has tons of locks.
Right, but by solving that, you could collect the numerous keys located all over the city. And those who did solve everything would be able to unlock the door to the Eastern. Did you notice the box? Inside was a device that shot TC Purge. If you open the box, it triggers.
When it enters the brain, it can even overwrite the DNA structure inside neurons. It can make you see things, it makes you do weird things.
And it spreads in the air. If this virus gets out somehow, the human race is in for a rough. Can you picture the whole world going?
I'll be honest, because I opened the box.
But it's okay. And he can't Having said that, before the body develops a resistance, it can spread. Not to mention the neurons that are
I see. That explained why he was so crazy.
I was infected with TC Purge. Disorientation, short-term memory loss, hallucinations.
He's been seeing hallucinations for 6 years now. The mental trauma of what happened to his brother.
Anyway, those who solved the code and opened the box contracted TC Purge, and as a result, they started acting strangely.
And now, there are people dancing and rioting in the streets. And a lot of suicide.
I see.
That's why so many people went.
In other words, Uru's experiments were a success. He's dead now, but
I'm guessing his lackeys are to raise the curtain.
I think I know. They're gonna shoot
With TC,
The rock
and the virus,
yeah.
most likely.
tons of people.
it will grow
And inevitably.
from one person to another.
This will lead all mankind to reach moksha.
Even if this nirvanA thing turns out to be bullshit, the virus itself is a problem.
Right. I don't know if it will really cause glitches to appear or anything, but it'll be mass hysteria.
There is already an uptick in suicide.
The final video, nirvanA X, is already
There's a 7-digit number, which is probably a time and a date.
February 15th, 12 o'clock.
Noon today.
Iva, what
Yeah.
time is it?
7:55.
We barely have 4 hours left.
We saw that when we were on Ryuki's side, obviously. And it was on the 14th, but... Right, the 14th was... Okay, so he was hallucinating because he still thought he was in the past. Okay, I think it's finally starting to make sense. I mean, as much sense as it's ever going to make.
Well, my guess is the other letters that maybe the...
No, I converted the letters to numbers. It's an area in the Pacific Ocean. No land around. I don't think those coordinates are...
Then where?
Oh, I remember the culprit who killed Uru and Tokiko. Right.
Well, in that, there is... I don't know if they're the culprit, but... they might have some value. I didn't know where to find them before, but I've got a good idea now. That person, she's probably with Shoma.
Amame.
I understand. I'll tell you the truth.
Big sis!
Amame.
The corpse in the freezer at Brahmin. I'm the reason it's there. It's my fault. 6 years ago, February 11th, my father called me here. Shoma wasn't here. Only my father would have a corpse.
Mame told us that Jin's body was hidden under the floor, the same body half that was in the suitcase. Mame said that she'd take care of it. She brought it to Gen and they stored it in the freezer at Brahmin.
Genny didn't do anything wrong. I asked him to do it.
Oh, okay. When Gen was shocked at the body there, that was when Date was pretending to be Gen.
Shoma has nothing to do with this. He just...
Mame.
We're looking for the person who killed Terror and...
What? Terror is dead?
You can tell us more about what you know.
Amame.
Right, and Terror's body...
I don't care what you say!
I agree with Shoma. I don't want you taking...
What's the problem? We just want to talk.
Wait, did you kill?
What are you...
Amame didn't kill anyone.
The robot was used to transport the body.
You finished that.
Oh,
You named it Robo-G, huh?
yeah. It's the second one, like a second child, so I named him Robo-G. He's much more powerful than... It can hold so much more weight than the previous model. Wait a minute, who could you peep? I won't let...
We're not here to arrest Mom.
The statute of limitations for abandoning a corpse is 3 years.
She can't be prosecuted for hiding a body 6 years ago.
But I have a bad... If she's not guilty of anything, then that's all the more reason you can... I'm not gonna... I already let you take Big Sis. When I was in first grade, Big Sis gave me a radio-controlled toy. That's how I got into building things. She took me to robot expos and bought me, and she's working hard to save money to send me to college. These last 6 years have been... It was hard and painful sometimes, but she's always cheered me up and supported me.
During all of the...
Big Sis always protect. Now it's my turn to protect her. She's more important to me than my own life. So, if you're gonna take her, you're gonna have to kill me first.
I've gotta go for a moment. Okay, yeah, wow. I mean, I hopefully it didn't come out on the video, but I can like still kind of hear yelling and occasionally thumping, and I was like, that can't just be because the cat is being that big of an asshole. But yeah, the cat is being that big of an asshole.
Shoma.
Sorry. I can't let you do
I mean,
that.
I've probably already mentioned this a few times, but I don't really have a memory for it, so I'll talk about it again. About a little under a year ago, our cat, who had been an indoor-outdoor cat, kept finding him, like, we'd hear this, like, growling, and when we came out to get him, he'd be, like, clearly scared when he came in. Like, we could see his fur all on end. And then in June, we found him, and he was, like, clearly injured. And he apparently had gotten into a fight with, we think it was a fox, because we saw a fox in the area not that long after. And he had broken his paw, and then when we took him to the hospital to get that fixed, they found some tumors, and so they had to remove those. And I mean, honestly, if we had known about the tumors beforehand, we might have just let him go because of the costs, but we weren't going to just let him go over a broken paw. And then the other things, like, I mean, by that point, the only thing left was the broken paw. And I mean, obviously, we're not going to not pay for that surgery when we already paid to get the tumors removed. But, yeah, ever since he got back from the hospital, he's been a real jerk. And at first, we weren't going to allow him outside at all, but our vet said that it should be fine. But we're still, like, a bit hesitant to let him out at night. But, I mean, he's a cat. They're nocturnal. He honestly wants to go out more at night than he does during the day. Like, he really does not stay out for very long during the daytime anymore.
I came here
even
to
though we
protect
completely
Amame.
let him now.
Date, if only you didn't find the body in the freezer.
I'm trying to tell you, we're not here to arrest.
What?
Again.
Hold on.
Amame accepted every part of me. She saw me for who I was. It wasn't out of pity or sympathy. Her accepting me came naturally, like it was nothing. I've never met anyone like her, and I need to care for her the way she's cared for me. I promise to protect Amame, so I can't let you.
Kenny.
That's all the more reason then.
If you really have those feelings for her,
If we do nothing,
A terrible.
the world will devolve into...
not even Amame.
No.
So you.
We need Mom.
Amame must know something.
Are you okay?
Don't you want them?
Then please.
Mame, something about the nirvanA initiative and terror. Maybe something about Tokiko.
And now the cat wants
That's
it
what
to
we're
this
gonna-
room. Right, she was... We found Komeji's body. She was the one who Terror had the gun to, right? Yeah, we saw Lynn, but... Okay, so that... Okay.
"5 days ago, on February 10th, we don't have hard evidence, but a witness saw you."
Anyway, Mommy headed into Horadori Institute by herself. I saw another person follow her in right after. It was Tokiko. Tokiko Shigure.
Do you hate Terror? The man who Terror's a nirvanA. We need to talk to. Do you want to? Don't you? Isn't that the? If you want, please. Ryuki looked into Tokiko's 3 days ago on February 12th. He saw Tokiko threatening someone.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say. I'm sure you know where this is going.
Could Tokiko have been threatening you?
I know this is Terror killed Komeiji. It stands to reason that you absolutely despise.
Are you saying?
That's ridiculous!
That button again.
What? I told you.
But your brain.
Yeah, but
It's not mass produced, so we can't give it to two.
Wait, let's. There we go.
Did you get rid of the...
No. We don't have. We need to.
It's been a while.
No way.
A third.
What?
You're right.
Oh, I did not expect.
Hey, Shoma.
It's a bomb.
I know that...
Then why did you ask?
Why is it?
I made it.
You made it!
Thermite reactions are pretty. You can make one easily using
But why did you?
Well, to get revenge, I wanted to.
you were going.
Yeah, but I guess it has no. Terror is.
God damn, you just made this...
Let's decide. Right.
6 years ago, on February 13th, you saw Terror at Studio DeVita.
What happened back then? What did he say? You still haven't. I looked into her head yesterday, but there was nothing on what happened at DeVita. But in the Somnium, Mame said.
nirvanA. Collected genocide.
Which would mean you know something about. What are we going to do?
The two of them are.
But if we have to...
No!
Yeah.
Eddie, that's an...
Amame.
It's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You promise?
I promise.
Now,
Let's go.
is Ryuki gonna be okay? Well, we had.
We couldn't just leave the bomb on.
So you left Ryuki to keep an eye on things.
The bomb squad should be headed to Shoma's house right now.
It's quite a shock, though. Amame was the one who killed Uru and Tokiko.
I never said that.
But she's suspicious as all hell, isn't she?
Regardless of how suspicious she is, she should know something about the nirvanA initiative.
When Ryuki synced into her yesterday, he didn't find anything.
Do not worry. I received the Somnium data from Tama. Because we are returning for a second time, we should be able to go deeper than we did previously.
All right, we're ready.
Start it up.
I'm sure you already...
Oh my god, if you say it one more time.
Okay. Let's begin.
Is it going to, yup, auto-saving? And yeah, I think we are gonna make this a short episode. Maybe I'll keep going a little longer. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll do the Somnium.
That's the TV.
Welcome to the quiz show, Faith to Face. I am your host, Andy's Coleman.
A quiz show.
Of course, they both loved quizzes.
Disappeared.
I don't, huh? I really don't know.
Mame?
Mizuki, it's from when were you?
Right. When we shared information.
I extracted the evidence data that looked promising and can project this outward, and the structure of this Somnium world will waver and unveil hidden information.
In other words, if we show Mame the intel we got from Tama, well,
Yes, you can use the information.
so you're saying I
Correct.
If anything looks
The details are under look. View the information there.
Oh, I remember this thing happening.
This is information Ryuki and Tama acquired playing the Spot the Difference game in Amame's Somnium. Amame came across many wounded things, important things, the heart, blood. She carries all of that
Spot the
damage,
Difference
and all the correct
game.
answers were bloodied or otherwise damaged
Oh,
when playing
yeah.
the Spot the Difference game.
so we should look out for damaged things during the
Yes. This is Mame's Somnium from yesterday. Ryuki and Tama competed in a quiz battle to get the information. Amame was often troubled, but when in doubt, she always chose the right option.
I noticed that the correct options were always on the
When in
right
doubt or when
side.
needing to hide something, she chose the option on the right. Thusly, all the occult quiz answers were on the right side.
So that wasn't just by chance.
This may be a common rule. According to Tama's info, in the previous sync, there was a quiz battle. This is the first stage, the scavenger quiz. Amame likes music and voices. She collected many different kinds of sounds. She became highly skilled in gaining information from sounds.
So that might mean that there's
During this sync, we should focus on the sound. More information we got from Ryuki regarding Mame's sync. nirvanA, collected.
Yeah, I didn't
genocide.
remember
Mame
that
said
at all.
it has to most like
Mame.
This is the reason Ryuki decided to sink into Amame. According to the investigation, there was a high likelihood Amame saw terror when she found Komeji's body, but this has not. That's all of it.
Looks
Yes,
Now,
got it. Somnium scan, activate.
Yeah, I can't just cut it off there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? What the hell?
Eight mental locks.
more than usual.
I've never even seen 6.
That shows how strongly she is willing to hide her secret.
I was definitely thinking of calling it for the night very
Let's try
soon.
talking to her first.
I don't know if I really want to go into an 8 mental lock Somnium right now. Yeah, I think we gotta call it for the night.